You live in a simulation, guys. I want you all to understand. Ladies, too. I said guys, ladies, whoever's watching this. You live in a simulation. You don't realize it. You don't realize I'm part of the simulation. You're part of the simulation. Everything's part of the simulation. But you live in a simulation. A simulation projected by your mind, projected by your consciousness, right? A lot of you don't realize this. A lot of you, you're stuck in life, or maybe you want to make more money. There's an infinite number of things that you could want. But one of the first things you have to understand is you're in a simulation. You're in a dream. It's not real. It's an illusion. It's a dream. It's not real. It's an illusion. Right? Wake up. I'm trying to help you to wake up, right? And it's a dream, it's a simulation, and it's illusion. And this is the first thing that you need to understand for you to begin to be able to manipulate this dream, manipulate this simulation, manipulate everything, right? So that's the first thing you need to understand. Think about this physical reality. Think about experience as this big dream. And a lot of people, they study law of attraction, manifestation. They want to materialize a bunch of things, right? They want to manifest a lot of things, right? So if you want to do this, you need to understand that you can manipulate reality, and you need to understand that reality is a simulation. It's a dream. It's a simulation projected by your consciousness. And once you understand this little core concept, that's when you can then begin to start manipulating the simulation, right? So I guess, should I go deeper into it? Let me go a bit deeper, right? So everything is energy, frequency, and vibrations, right? Physical reality is a reflection of the frequency that you're on. The frequency that you're on is determined by your subconscious belief system. So your subconscious beliefs determine your frequency, and your frequency determines that which you experience within physical reality. And each frequency is its own timeline, right? So everything that you see happening within your physical reality is just because it's reflecting the frequency that you're currently vibrating on. So the quickest way to change your life, this is the glitch, this is the hack, this is the glitch, this is the hack to completely change your life. And what you have to do is you have to completely change your frequency, right? Currently, right now, you're vibrating on a certain frequency. You are vibrating on a certain frequency. And if you want to completely change your physical reality, you have to change the frequency that you're vibrating on right now. So let's say you're vibrating on a frequency of lack. You're vibrating on a frequency of lack. You have confidence issues. You have anxiousness. You're surrounded by a bunch of poor people. Your life sucks, right? Let's say that's you, right? Well, it's simple. That's a frequency you're vibrating on. Your physical reality is reflecting that frequency, right? And a lot of the times, your environment can affect the frequency that you're on, right? So that's why environment's so important. So you're on that frequency. So what would you need to do? Well, it's very simple. You need to do whatever it is that you need to do to reprogram your subconscious mind. Once you change your subconscious mind, your frequency is going to shift. So now your frequency has shifted, right? And you have to maintain that. You have to maintain that new energetic signature. Now your frequency shifted to match, abundance, being rich, being successful, whatever life that it is that you want, making more money in your business. Now you're vibrating at that new frequency. And now that you're vibrating at that new frequency, eventually you maintain that frequency long enough, understanding you're in a dream, it's a simulation. Physical reality will then eventually match that new frequency that you're vibrating on. And then, voila, manifestation. That's the secret.